Hello, Rock Munchers. We're back to VintageStory, and in today's episode, well, winter has started. Snow hasn't fallen too much, but the weather is changing, things are getting colder, crops are getting harder to grow. Now, last episode, we did Lazarus Pit, and I was just showing off some changes. Oh, wow, you can actually already see frosted tips. Anyways, you're starting to see, bases developing, and we're getting to we're starting endgame. And yeah, this is part of endgame right here. So, let's say I'm right now working on getting something stronger than just iron tools, which by the way I made an iron anvil finally, took loads of iron. And that would be steel. Now to get to steel, it requires a lot of resources. First off, I have to make this entire complicated like multi-block machine here called a pulverizer. Wait, why is this still in my inventory? Called a pulverizer. And not only is this pulverizer loads of blocks, it's loads of resources. And it also requires this kind of power. And I have to throw in a little toggle, like throw in these, hand make metal bits and throw those on, and then I have to feed resources into these to crush them. Just to get one of 2 to 4 ingredients that are required for steel. Now to make steel, I need to make these special bricks called refractory bricks. And there's 3 tiers of them. Each tier just adds an extra little, it requires an extra resource, but also increases how well these live, because tier 1 bricks, they have like a 1 in 10 chance of breaking after making steel. Tier 2, it's like 1 in 20, something like that, because it goes from like a 90% chance to stay to 95% chance to not break. And tier 3 goes to like, I think it's like 99% chance not to break. But to make these, first off, you need fire clay, which is already annoying as hell to make. And then you need to get like something that was like mortar or plaster, which requires, I think it's like lime. The fuck did I just hear? Requires lime, and lime is already annoying as hell to get. But then you have to process the lime, and then process it again, mix it with water, and then mix that water with like specific sand, and not like granite sand, like it's like specific resource, like a specific type of sand, just to get a bit of it. Like per liter of water, you can get that many units of mortar or whatever you need. And then to make the bricks for these, which you also have to fire those, you need 2 fire clay, crushed quartz using the pulverizer here, and then I think it was like crushed, not olivine, it was crushed quartz and crushed bauxite. And that's for tier 1. Then if you want to do tier 2, you do the same 4 items plus crushed olivine. And then tier 5 requires like another thing called like linoleum or whatever that's called. I can't say it right now. It's like linoleum or something. And that would get you tier 3. And it's so annoying because it's not like, oh hey, if you craft it you get multiple of that brick. No. You get like 1, maybe 2 bricks. And you need like 3 or 4 stacks of bricks just to make this multi-block structure. Not including the iron door, not including the coffin there, and those grates there, you also have to make. This takes so much resources that it's stupid. And I had to spend like just like a whole like day just running around gathering stuff, and then realizing I don't have enough, and then running around and gathering more. But once you start building this multi-block structure, which by the way requires a coffin, which is 2 coffin end pieces and 2 coffin lids, then it'll give you a little outline like, oh hey, fill here, do this, and it'll actually guide you, which is really nice, kind of like with the boat over there. Except instead of looking at a block and right-clicking, it's actually like highlighting it as if it's a multi-structure that you can just build. But once you make this, you have to layer in like 3 dozen fucking pounds of charcoal, where it's like charcoal, iron, charcoal, iron, charcoal, iron. Like, you can only cook 16 pieces of iron in this. And once you filled the coffin with iron and charcoal, you close it, and then you put more charcoal under this coffin's grate. When I say more charcoal, I mean like, I think, yeah, I made a lot of charcoal for this, but like you have to make 2 stacks of charcoal that are blocks high, which, I mean, that's like a third of a stack, half a stack of charcoal, which doesn't seem like much. But I'm going to have to do that 5 times over, which thankfully progress is saved, but I'm essentially burning this 5 times over, each of these taking a long time. And you might be wondering, oh, why aren't you running around here and walking around? Let me show you. First off, it's hot as hell in here. If I stand just in that door, yeah, I get burnt out. That's how hot it is. I could probably cook food and I might have to try it later. I'm gonna have to see if I can cook food in there. But yeah, no, this is just a thing where, well, yeah, I lit up the area around here a bit so I can actually walk here at night. But, you know, I've just been spending the past like couple days of the start of this season just making this, and I already put together all the iron and stuff I need because, yeah, the sooner I get to steel, the better. Because I'm going to be installing a mod that allows me to move around teleporters. Because, funnily enough, after doing some ruin exploration nearby, yeah, I found a few with teleporters that, you know, shoot you out everywhere. And because of that, I'm thinking, oh, hey, let's grab some teleporters. Maybe make a building, like, a little hallway or something over here, maybe, where it's, like, teleporters to certain resources and such. But also, just so then I can make, let's say, oh, this long trek easier, because then I can just run along, go as far as I feel, drop a teleporter, come back, faff about, eat, store resources, stuff like that, go back, pick up the teleporter, and just keep running. And yeah, this is going to be kind of my thought plan, is I'm going to try to get at least some steel tools to show you guys the teleporter stuff, because it is kind of cool. But, like, this entire process is just going to be me trying to see how well I can just get the resources needed to just start blitzing teleporters. Because I'm probably just going to be teleporter daisy chaining to the final thing. And along the way, I'm going to be trying to just get steel, because from what I've seen, people are talking up steel plate mail really well. And right now, iron chainmail is not doing me too good, so might as well just say, hey, let's grab the equivalent of diamond armor in this game, and just run with that and see what happens. Because at this point, I'm willing to try anything. And I'm thinking, because I think there's only one question mark boss left before we get to our current end game. So my idea is, oh hey, let's get the best armor and gear I can get, and then beat that man so hard he thinks I'm his dad with a belt and a beer and an alcohol problem. And yeah, there's not much really going on with my thoughts here. I just wanted to show you guys steelmaking process, because this is going to be most of my days, is just sitting here, maybe falling asleep to speed up time, cooking steel, and then processing it. Because yes, I have to process the now blister steel in here, like as if I got iron from one of the bloomeries, on this thing. And I'm going to be spending God knows how long just making steel plates, because that's the most efficient way to make chainmail, because it already takes like 2 ingots to make chainmail anyways. So might as well just have a plate that I can then just knock out little holes in, than, you know, trying to hand mold 2 ingots. God, my sinuses. And right now I'm not doing much with the animals. There's something in my house. You. Stop it. There we go. God, I still wonder why this house must... I really need, like, a Minecraft... I need to see if there's a button to, like, see how things spawn in here, because this should be well lit. Oh yeah, I found a little tapestry in a little ruin I was exploring out there. And, you know, it looks kind of nice. If I could find more of those, that'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I found a load of fire clay shingles on one of my little expeditions. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to have fun. I haven't gone deep into leather making because I wanted to get steel making started. But I promise I'll try to have a mount by the time we start doing the next bit of stuff in the main story. Oh yeah, and if you're looking at this and going, hey, that's glass. The fuck is that? This is also glass. Thing is if you knock glass like you're going to start chiseling it, it loses all texture. And I just want to do that for this part because it looks pretty. But I didn't want to do that for this because it makes it look really uncanny. But yeah, right now, this entire I've kind of given up making a house because I really like how this feels. Actually, I could repurpose that into a teleporter area. Alright, new idea. This won't be a house, that'll be a teleporter. I will not have a house, I will just have buildings I live in. That aren't called houses. Can I hit that? Shit. Don't move. Yeah! Alright, I'm gonna harvest that door. And I'm thinking with my any leftover iron after making full steel gear, I might just turn into, I don't know, either arrows or just save it for later. Let's see, anything cool? Actually, I can use this to check if I can cook in that thing. Let's see. Because this might be hot enough to cook food. I'm just gonna wait here a second. You know, just close the door. Oh, that's not gonna cook, is it? Hot enough to burn me, but not hot enough... Oh. This actually does stop it. That... Oh. I'm gonna have to figure out where I put that refractory brick. That sucks. Okay, I thought... Oh my god, that's annoying. So I'm gonna have to just put little, like, stairs here to access the charcoal down there. Oh my god, lag spike. Well, yeah, I now know I've just been waiting on this with no result. Alright. I'm gonna have a fun time fixing this up. Yeah, that's today's episode. I'm just trying to figure out steel and doing that. And, yeah. Hopefully next episode I might just show you guys winter life and or just, I don't know, maybe just have a little fun time chiseling with y'all, because chiseling is pretty fun. Or actually I could show you processing the steel and all that, because that could be cool. Anyways, that's been today's episode. Have a good time, y'all.